morning and welcome to another beautiful and exciting, educative and entertaining edition of the Healthy Corner with Madam Chi. Of course, here we talk about health issues, health solutions, health precautions, and great awareness on our health. Like the popular saying that health is wealth, of course, I concur to that saying that health is wealth. And today we won't be doing it differently. We'll go across all areas of our health. Is it mentally? Is it physically? Is it spiritually? Is it academically? Health is health, and we're not exempting the spiritual aspect of the health. And today we will be talking about something beautiful and exciting because the year gradually is coming to an end, and we should not end with this year. We must not end with this year. We will not end with this year. We need to take some precautionary measure concerning our health in order for us to have a dramatic and quick transformation when it comes to our health. And today we'll be talking about high blood pressure. High blood pressure is a very common one. It's very common amongst us. Lately you hear people say my BP is high, my BP is low, my BP is that, and my BP is that. That is high blood pressure. That is what we will be looking into this morning. Don't forget that the platforms are open for you to drop your comments, to drop your suggestion, to drop your own input, and you can as well ask your questions. Like I will say, I am not a doctor, but I will give you a way out. Then if it exceeds our limit, you can see a doctor, a professional at that field that will be able to lead you better. And don't forget that we will not lead you astray. My name is Madam Chi, and this is View Radio. Don't forget to subscribe to all our social media platforms at View Radio. I'll be right back after. Welcome back from that quick break. And of course, we are talking about high blood pressure here on the Healthy Corner. Health is wealth. High blood pressure. High blood pressure is referred to the force that blood exerts on the walls of the arteries as it flows through them. High blood pressure is a condition in which the force of the blood against the arteries wall is too high. High blood pressure is also referred to that condition of the blood that flows more than normal. This is not normal anymore. The blood that's supposed to flow the way it's supposed to flow, it's not flowing the way it should. It's not flowing with force, and it's very dangerous to our health. High blood pressure has no symptoms. Rather, over time, if it's untreated, it can cause health condition. It can cause serious damage to our blood vessel. You can't just say this is a symptom of high blood pressure when you are started doing something about it. At the beginning, there is no symptom at all. You won't know anything. But when it's not treated, when it's not managed properly, you begin to see some symptoms, some signs that is even dangerous, and it's very, very disastrous to our health. It is dangerous. It is disastrous to our health when we do not treat the high blood pressure on time. It is very, very dangerous. High blood pressure, also called hypertension, is blood pressure that is higher than normal. All of us have blood pressure that flows through our body systems, but when it's not above normal, when it's not the way it should be, that is high blood pressure. That is hypertension. Your blood pressure changes throughout the day based on your activities. Your blood pressure changes throughout the day based on your activities. Having your blood pressure measured consistently above normal, it results to high blood pressure, or also known as hypertension. When your some activities you do by the day can increase the flow or the pressure of your blood. Some of the activities we carry out can increase the pressure of our blood. And this blood pressure, when they are not treated, it can lead to the damage of your blood vessel, and it can lead to some other health conditions that are very, very dangerous for our health. Some of the various complications that high blood pressure causes can be life threatening. That is why anytime you feel, you don't even need to feel it. On a regular basis, I will always advise, get a good hospital, get a doctor that you go for regular checkup. The fact that you go out every day, the fact that you have daily activities, the fact that you have things you do, you work, or you're a business person, you need to go on a regular for the checkup. And some of these life or threatening conditions include heart failure. Heart failure. What is heart failure? In which the heart does not pump blood it should pump. Heart failure. You've heard so many people that say, the person had heart failure, and it leads to death. High blood pressure. It causes heart failure, a chronic condition in which the heart does not pump blood as well as it should, and loss of vision. I've seen people begin to have perfectly, will stop working perfectly because of high blood pressure that is not treated. So you begin to see this, you begin to have these health conditions, health challenges, all because of untreated high blood pressure. And it also leads to stroke. Stroke is a damage to the brain from interpretation of its blood supply. When this happens, it interrupts the blood supply of your system that leads to stroke. It interrupts the blood supply of your system. A damage to the brain from interruption of its blood supply. Blood refuses to flow to your brain. It has been interrupted, and it will lead to stroke. And kidney disease. Kidney disease is a condition in which the kidneys are damaged and cannot filter blood as they should. Because of this, because of the excess fluid and waste from the blood, it remains in the body, and then it leads to kidney disease. It remains in the body and leads to kidney disease. When the blood refuses to flow the way it should flow, the blood fluid, the damage, and everything will remain, the waste will remain in your body. And then it will lead you to kidney diseases. High blood pressure usually develop over time. It can happen because of unhealthy lifestyle. The lifestyle we choose can also bring about high blood pressure, like not getting enough regular physical activities. The place of exercise or physical activities in our life can never be overemphasized. How important it is. I was talking to my neighbor a few weeks ago. So to my surprise, she came knocking on my door early last week and said, Ma, that she have gotten skipping rope. And I was just laughing. She said, at least let me start from skipping. And I will always encourage her when I get back from work. I said, did you skip today? She said, no. I said, start from twice in a week. You can start from, if you have that big body, you can start from 5, maybe 10, 15, 20. Like me, I skip 150 at a go. But if you don't have the capacity, start gradually. So the place of exercise can never be overemphasized in our life. So, like not getting enough regular physical activities, some health conditions can also increase the risk of high blood pressure, like diabetes and having obesity. diabetes and obesity can increase the risk of one having high blood pressure. High blood pressure claims thousands of lives every minute around the world. And that is the truth. Every minute around the world, high blood pressure claims life of people, irrespective of people's status. It doesn't care if you're rich or you're poor. According to the World Health Organization, even in Nigeria, we have 1.5 million cases per year. 1.5 million per year cases of high blood pressure. We have neglected the little things we need to be doing. Can't you have, you can have the kit at home and check it. You can have the kit and check your blood of the week. Sit back if you have the kit at home and then check your blood pressure. The heart is a muscle that pumps blood around the body. As it travels, the blood delivers oxygen to the body's vital organs. Sometimes a problem in the body makes it harder for the heart to pump blood. That is why we need to be healthy. A problem in the body can make it difficult for the body to pump blood to the places, to the organs it need to pump blood to. Most people with high blood pressure will not experience any symptom, which is why cannot people often call it silent killer. Yes, high blood pressure, which is hypertension, is called silent killer because from the beginning there is no symptom until it has eaten you up before you begin to see the symptoms of heart failure, vision loss, stroke, and then kidney disease when it has eaten up the individual. But however, once blood pressure reaches about 180 over 120 mmHg, it becomes a hypertensive crisis, which is the danger. It becomes a hypertensive crisis, which requires medical emergency. And then at this stage, a person may have some symptoms at this age that you have attained the hypertensive crisis, which is what leads to sudden death. I saw someone yesterday, and the next morning, you are no more. That is the hypertensive crisis. A lady died in my neighborhood on Thursday, and then I was going to work on Friday, and I saw people gathering there. They were like, this mama. I said, which mama? I saw this mama yesterday while I was going to work, and I greeted her as usual. And she asked me to take care of myself. And the daughter was like that she has BP. It's not just the high blood pressure, but when it has gotten to the level of hypertensive crisis, when those crises arise, it becomes case, it becomes issue that people die suddenly. Don't allow your case to be like that. Don't allow it get to that point where you begin to have the symptoms of headache, you begin to have symptoms of vomiting, you begin to have dizziness. That is when it has become the crisis of hypertensive is already showing. When it's showing, you begin to see the symptoms of regular headache that you've taken drugs or pills now. Within some minutes, it will come back. Or you begin to vomiting, dizziness, nosebleed, blur of vision. I've talked about it. You begin to have blur vision, you begin to see double. Things are no more clear for you the way they should be clear anymore. That is the hypertensive crisis. That is when you begin to see all of these symptoms. Breathlessness, you find it difficult to breathe. You see someone say, my heart is blocking. My heart was blocking. I once experienced that, but thank God for life. Thank God for where I am today. I once experienced that. You begin to see that your heart is blocking. You find difficult to breathe the way you ought to breathe. What are we chasing? What are we looking for? Why are we finding it difficult to take proper care of our health the way we need to take care of our health? If by any chance you experience these symptoms, please seek immediate medical attention. It is very paramount. I will always tell you, when you see all of these things, don't take self-medication. Don't do self-medication. That one is more dangerous. Don't go swallowing and consuming antibiotics. Seek urgent medical attention for your well-being. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back after this time out. Yeah, it's gone. All right, welcome back from that quick break. And high blood pressure is what we are talking about on the healthy corner. High blood pressure. Have your own gotten to the hypertensive crisis and you begin to experience headache, vomiting, dizziness, nose bleeding, and so on and so forth? Please do well to seek medical attention. There are some factors that can increase the risk of high blood pressure in males and females. It boils down to our hormones now. There are some factors that increase high blood pressure in women, and there are some factors that increase high blood pressure in men, because all this thing boils down to hormone. Pregnancy is one for female. Factors that increase the risk of high blood pressure in female are one, pregnancy. Yes, I can attest to that. They will tell you when you're pregnant, they will say, make sure you're checking your BP regularly. You begin to wonder, what has pregnancy got to do with BP? You have changed. That is not you. That is not a normal you. Everything about you has changed. Probably the things you used to do before, you might not be doing it again, or the fancy earlier, you begin to fancy them. Your hormones has changed. Your body has changed. Your system has changed. Everything about you has changed when once you get pregnant. So when you go for antenatal, they will advise you check your BP on a regular basis. And I know of some hospitals, standard hospital, that even why before they will check your BP to know the way and manner. So pregnancy as a female risk of high blood pressure is another risk on its own for high blood pressure. Then menopause. Menopause, when you begin to attain the stage of menopause, you begin to see that you have the higher risk of high blood pressure as a female, but for male, it's below. But as a female, children to the world, you will be using some pills or going through some family plannings. All of this also increase the risk of high blood pressure. They will tell you even while you're on family planning, either pills or injection or any of that. Anytime you come for your regular checkup, if you notice, they must check your BP. If it's not balanced, they will tell you what to do to balance your BP. Then if it's bad, they'll tell you, madam, you're good to go. So using some birth control pills is another risk, higher risk for high blood pressure in female. And there are some major causes. Before we need to look at some major causes of high blood pressure in order for us to abstain from them. In order for us to, if you are fall in any of the categories, we need to do away with everything we have. Too much stress or mental stress. So of course we can be stressed mentally, and we can be stressed physically, and also be stressed spiritually. And you're not balancing any of these things. You're stressed mentally, you're stressed physically, you're stressed spiritually. This is another major cause for high blood pressure. Eating the type of food that do not support healthiness and free flow of blood in your body. There are some food that you eat that it does not support healthiness and does not support a free flow of blood in your body. It's another cause for high blood pressure. The blood does not flow the way it should flow because of from blockages in some organs. Then overweight or obesity. I won't advise overweight. See, make sure you're checking your weight on a regular basis. Overweight and obesity is another cause for high blood pressure. This overweight, I can attest to that because I have someone that is very close to me that this was her own case. Overweight. And she has to do whatever it takes her to burn down the fat. And another one is diabetes. Diabetes. It is very dangerous. Is another cause for high blood pressure. And then it may or can be inherited from our parents. Another one is aging. You know, as we grow older, so many things in our body begins to change. Aging, as we get older, the blood vessel can get less visible, flexible rather, sorry for that. As we get older, the blood vessel can get less flexible, which can lead to high blood pressure. When the blood vessel gets less flexible, it won't be able to do the things that it's supposed to do. Then in that place, you begin to lose your health. The blood pressure on its own begin to calm. You have done everything, but when you begin to age, so many things in your body system, your organs will not remain the same again because they are getting weaker. They are getting weaker as you're getting older. They are getting weaker. Someone say we don't just get older by the day or by the minute; it's by the second, and I concur to that. By the second, we are aging. We are getting older. If you have uh if you have high blood pressure or unstable blood pressure, which is today high in the rate of people, today it is very common. I said that earlier. It is very common. High blood pressure in our days now, it's very common. So if you have high blood pressure or unstable health, your biggest concern should be the that hypertensive crisis that I talked about. That is what leads to sudden death. You see that someone was sleeping last night and was not able to wake up because of the crisis. This crisis strikes suddenly and kills faster. Hypertensive crisis can strike anytime and at any spot. This often happens when issues of high blood pressure is not taken seriously. When you know you have high blood pressure and you're not taking it seriously, it leads to hypertensive crisis that leads to sudden death. What is the way out? The way, a major and best way out is to go for checkup. Get a doctor. Seek for help, the help of a doctor. Get a good hospital and register yourself. Then go for your normal checkup, your normal routine checkup to ascertain what your blood pressure is like. If it's above 120 over 80, then forget it. You are at the risk, you are at the verge of high blood pressure, and then you need to seek urgent. Don't let it get to that place of urgency. Don't let it get to the place you start running helter skelter, seeking for help. When you can today avert it, when you can today stop it, when you can today say no to whatever health challenges that is disturbing you. Don't go nowhere. I will wrap up after this short break. You're welcome back from that quick break, and it's a wrap for us from the show Healthy Corner. And today we talked about high blood pressure. Please, you can go over and over it again to make sure you get the point. And if you were in any way suffering or facing or challenges with high blood pressure, please seek the help of a doctor. I'm going to close with this. He who has health has hope. He who has hope has everything. Let's build wellness rather than treat diseases. Let's build wellness rather than treat the diseases. A healthy outside starts from the inside. It is health that is real. It is health that is real wealth and not the pieces of gold and silver. Like I will always say, health is wealth. Do well to take care of yourself. Tell someone that will tell someone else that your health matters a lot. So take care of your health like today is your last day on earth. That is all for now, and do have a blessed week ahead. Bye bye.